Hey folks, Man Rabbit back with Dwarf Fortress today, doing Scarletrocks again. A lot has happened, but at the same time, really not much. This is sort of like an update, which I'm going to kind of give from time to time if I do decide to keep going with this particular fort. I did express in one of the comments that I may end this fort. I did sort of express last episode I may end it. I did get one suggestion, and at least at the time I made this, about perhaps walling off some more stuff, making some more towers, extending the lava moat. I'm not going to extend the lava moat, that would take too long. But I might. I did decide to extend the road system and to do some towers. I'm in the process of doing this one. I might do one more somewhere over here. I am going to wall off an area, probably wall another area off down here. As you see, I actually walled off the area in which I had the grate for the well system. So I noticed one of the grate was destroyed, I think. I can't remember if it was last episode or 2 episodes ago. So I think something destroyed. It might have been one of the trolls or something. I don't know. But yeah, in all likelihood, I am going to make a ramp up here, or oops, get on top of this, and I'm going to floor it over. So there's really no way to get in except for underneath if they can swim. In which case, I don't really have much choice. Let's see, what have I been doing? You might be hearing the snowplows in the background. Sorry about that. Um, I've been doing like last episode. I am currently in atom smashing mode because I have so much stuff laying out here. I just had 2 sieges in a row, and the first siege was actually from humans. So it must have something to do with that diplomat that died. Um, at the top of the map, I just sort of mentioned it. I don't think I actually showed that part. But yeah, I had always assumed that this particular version of Dwarf Fortress had diplomacy um, aspects were off because it was glitched or something, and they were working on it. And I understood you can basically just take whatever you want from the caravans, and they won't declare war on you. But for some reason, the humans actually did. But they only sent a whopping 16 people in. And what happened was they came in up here, the top corner, and they just they hung around this place where you see all this sand, kind of, or whatever this is, and they just sort of hung there for a long time. Then I got distracted trying to keep my people busy. I had so many idlers. Going down, digging out some adamantium or adamantine, and I read up a little bit on adamantine, so how to do it. You actually need to use a strand extractor at the craft dwarf workshop to extract the strands. So then you smelt it at a regular smelter. So I was unaware of that. Never had any run-ins with the adamantine in the past, so that was sort of new to me. So I do have some adamantine, and I'm sort of doing some digging operations down there. I'll show you that maybe in a little bit. Like I said, it's just an update. Let me just show you. The year is 96, early summer, just after the 2 sieges. Drinks dropped down a little bit. Food is just so huge, I should almost trade some of it because that's probably another factor. Wealth, obviously, we're up to 9 million, almost 10 million. Looks like. Yeah, so most of these dudes that were sitting around doing nothing are now taking things off corpses of humans, and then the goblins came right after, and they were incredibly unfortunate. But let's complete what happened with the humans first. So the humans, the 16 of them, eventually just suddenly out of the clear blue, after standing up there for no reason at all, started coming down. Came down here. I decided, yeah, I built that wall was built. This wall was built when the humans came. But I started these roads after. So they came down here, they got buzzsawed, and you know what? Unlike the goblins that would sit there and get fearful and sometimes even flee, the humans didn't. They kept going right on going. I shut this. As it is, it's shut right now, as you can see. Actually, probably should open it. Yeah, I didn't even know I had that shut still. But anyway, humans came down here, came up onto our fun bridge. I call it the fun bridge. And there was about 8 of them here, 7 or 8 of them. I hit the switch and they went flying. So the humans were really, they got messed up. They got thrown all over the place. A bunch of them actually came down here before. They pathed down here for some reason before going up here. So a few of them died in here, and there was no way out of here. So I don't understand why they pathed down here. Then they pathed out, and then they followed the other group. Then went over the bridge. But at any rate, then they got tossed too. Unbelievably, one human actually got tossed in the area I wanted them to. He landed right in here, and he was pretty messed up. So I sent my marksman into the tower here, had them shoot down. They wouldn't actually even shoot him unless I told them to, and so he ended up being killed pretty easily. And almost the instant that the last human basically was dead, um, and I basically turned the alert off, and then I got hit with a second siege almost immediately. So my dudes had only just come out the door. They were starting to move some of the junk in here, and oh, actually, I didn't mention this. My dump zone now is under this one since it's easier. I don't want to leave this up all the time. You know what I mean. I want to be able to trick the goblins in. So it was a huge force of goblins came in. They just popped in. I got all my dudes down again for the alert, and they just charged right in. They didn't stop or wait this time at all. So that was the quickest siege in history, because what happened was one group came in here. They got buzzsawed quickly and broke and fled off the map, and then another one group came down here, and it was a mess. So I am going to come down. I decided I'm going to film maybe another 1 or 2 sieges for you guys, because it was quite entertaining. These 2 in a row. I really didn't know I was going to get the second one right after it, but yeah, it was pretty entertaining. So building a floor over this former pond here. I'll show you below. Dug the tunnel, but I haven't actually broke in yet. I don't want to. That's where it will be. So getting people all the way over here is taking quite some time. I got a couple more masons. I had to sign some more masons. I may still sign even more. I must have about 12 of them now. Full-time mason dudes that are doing roads and the walls. And as you see, I'll probably just stick with the same design. Go up one and then have like an open roof on top. So yeah, I'm getting lots of iron bolts and arrows and whatnot, but I'm melting the arrows down since I'm only using crossbows anyway. I figure why, doesn't make sense. I have designated a lot of things for melting down, and in case you guys haven't done that, like I said, I got so much stuff. You go to your stock screen, and basically you go through, like, let's say you're getting ammunition that, like, arrows, and if you're only using crossbows, you need bolts. So basically I designated a lot of the arrows to get melted, since there was no point in having them. And I may do more of that and just dump things in the future. And also going into all this stuff I captured off these guys. Some of it was copper, some of it was iron. So some of it was pretty good, and some of it was I'm basically melting down anything that's not like steel or iron or something like that. And silver, if it's a blunt weapon, I won't melt it down, but and lashes I won't melt down. I'm saving them for weapon traps, but everything else is just basically being melted down on some of the lesser metals like the bronze and copper. Not that I really need copper, obviously, but yeah. So this is going along. Second siege, basically they all charged in, got buzzsawed. some of the trolls, those one unit trolls came in. They didn't stop for nothing. They died here. I'm not quite sure why they're not moving um, the blocks up here more quicker, but I got two mason workshops down there and they're cluttered. And that takes quite some doing to get cluttered. So yeah, let me go up here to the top of the volcano actually. I was sort of knocking the mountain down over here, so they had the volcano, but there was like a mountain here, and I've been whittling away at it. I'm not quite sure why I'm doing this. I figured it would be kind of a neat idea because the new fort I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a lot of landscaping work, like basically eliminating the land and flattening areas, and I actually did shoot an episode of it. It is not going to be a let's play. Just so you guys know, it's going to be more of a big, huge mega project. So I'm going to basically pop in and maybe upload an episode every once in a while. It won't be a regular series, or too regular, because it's just something I'm going to do on the side, and I'm just going to show you updates from time to time, where I'm at with that one. Mainly because I don't think there's too much more we can do with this fort. It's just going to be cleaning up after every siege, and like we're doing here, walling off, making more big projects on the outside. But there's little more to do. I mean, there's not much more to do here with this particular world. I mean, as far as defenses go, it's nearly impenetrable, save for, I mean, from sieges it seems to be. Um, but like certain forgotten beasts, if they were to pop on here, or I may have some issues with that, but I just shut the door and or probably lure them into an area. Maybe I can add them, smash them, or something. So I mean, there's lots of things you can do. Um, Other than that, not much going on. I mean, really down on the base, I haven't done much. I basically stopped making crafts. Yes, I do have a Fey mood right now or something going on. The elves are here trading. I am not even. I don't think I've traded with them once yet. I'm even going to trade some eggs at some point, but I still have not gotten a dwarven caravan. It's been another year and a half, 2 years. So I'm not sure we're even going to get any anymore. I don't. And that's the case, that really blows. That's another reason to kind of end this fort. I'm just I'm upset by that. So yeah, I just figured I'd give you a quick tour of everything. We got too many war dogs. I gotta move another one up there. That reminds me, I'll do that in a little bit. I made a loom. Weave yarn in the cloth, which I don't want them to do. Why are you doing that? Heck, I don't care. Do it. I don't. That's I don't know. So like I said, yeah, they're doing a lot of melting of objects. Serrated discs on this one, spiked silver balls on that one, metal objects being melted. And I think they must have finished off the rest of the adamantine. Doing totems down here full time, or it was. Oh, it was claimed. Still not too many people captured, but I do have the arena set up. And I closed, there was a drawbridge here. I closed it. Got two hatches here, and I put some cage traps just in case something happened and they got away. But I will maybe mess around with that a little later. They're finally using the archery range again. I don't know what woke them up. They're finally doing that. It's just the Baron here. I have not even been paying attention to their demands at all. And I got to designate some of this clothing. People are just scattering around everywhere. What else was there? Okay, so our main pipe going down. There really isn't much to show here. No, I mean I could dig out more copper, but there's no point. At this point, there's no point. So there's tons of copper here. I can keep digging more out, but right now I'm not gonna bother. Keep my miners freed up. I was hauling some of this stuff, but I stopped. I don't know what this guy's doing here. Why is he here? I'm pretty sure I undesignated the dump on all this, right? Yeah, I don't know what he's doing here for. Yeah, so most of my exploratory stuff, even though I haven't done much, hasn't really revealed too much metals. And this is where... Oh, an interesting thing. I made a drawbridge, hooked it to a thing up there, a lever, just in case I'm stupid and I break into the adamantine pipe here and the hidden fun stuff comes out. Yeah, the hidden fun stuff, which I don't want to mess with. I don't even want to go there. So I did dig a little bit around some of this. I still got some stuff designated, but yeah, I'm just sort of... It's probably why I'm having such a bad time getting the other work up top done. Because they keep coming down here, they'll mine a few, then they'll come all the way out here. Do this, so it's taking forever. Yeah, so I guess that's really it. Not much in the way of updates. Again, if people could think of some interesting idea I can work on here, great. But what I'm going to do right now is just kind of give you a quick review. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I actually shot an episode of it where I showed the map of this new embark and what I'm going to do there. So you know what I'm going to do? This is going to be sort of the first episode of... Nah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to get it separate. I was going to maybe actually splice that footage in here, but I will explain what I'm going to do in that real quickly, even though I'm going to explain it in the first episode of that. It's, in that map, I'm going to make a massively huge base again, kind of like what I was going for with the Armor Torch series I was doing before this one. That was the season 1, the last fort I did. Basically going really, really huge. And I have already started going huge with it. But on the surface, we're going to dig down the mountains and stuff. It really isn't a mountain. It's just sort of a hill or something. And I'm going to make a huge temple, hopefully made out of obsidian, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump some water down to the magma layers below, and hopefully make sort of like an obsidian factory of sorts. And we'll see how far we get with that. I don't know. I've never done that kind of thing before, so that might be a little risky, but we'll see. And so it'll be a temple of obsidian, and we're going to have several huge towers. I mean, I guess the base isn't going to be... They're going to be bigger than this, but they're not going to be as big as, let's say, this thing is pretty long, pretty huge, but it'll probably be something that could fit in this courtyard. So a little bigger than that other one. And there's going to be like 4 of them. One's going to be connected right to the temple, and it'll be like sort of like for the king, like his quarters will be in it. And then the other 3, there'll be 2 on the side that are sort of unconnected, and they'll have like glass roofs, and right below them I'll have some surface crops, but I'm actually going to farm them below ground. And one of them is actually going to be a tower that has another glass top to it, but it is going to go down several Z levels to the main dining hall, where I'm going to have, obviously, just so they don't get cave adaptation, So it should be kind of neat to try all that. It's got a lot of sand on there, which I was happy for the embark. Um, so I'm probably be making a lot of glass blocks initially, or when I do get to the towers. But it's going to be a huge project, taking very long time. I wanted to trim all the obsidian and gold. I do have some different types of metals in this one, but I haven't hit any gold yet, so we'll see what we got available. I'm hoping we don't run into the same problem we had with this fort, where the caravan doesn't come, because I really would like to have some gold built into the actual design, and who knows if I'll actually have any. So that's it, guys. I'm going to end the episode. I'm rambling. This was just supposed to be an update. This series here, Scarletrocks, will probably just maybe have one episode a week for a little while, or at least until the point I feel like quitting. And who knows when that'll be? Relatively soon, maybe, because this it's sort of played itself out. But I am going to come back and show maybe a couple more sieges the next episode. And I want to show you the results of all the work that we're doing here. I keep getting this thought, maybe I'll work on. I don't think it's be possible. This is such a huge mountain of smashing the mountain down. But I don't know why I want to do that, but I just sort of want to. More so like up in this area. But I don't know. Because you can't dig on the very edge of the map. It doesn't look right anyway. So it's just an idea. But that's too time consuming. I'm not gonna do that. So we'll see. I guess that's it. Catch you next time, folks. Everybody's out of here. Adios.